Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be planning in my vertical classic catch-all for the week of April 7th to April 13th. I have chosen Love Posh Spring Elements. She released this book last year, I think, and I have not checked to see if it's still available, but it may be available. You can go to liveloveposh.com and check it out, see if it's still there. I'm gonna use this set today. I love the colors of this set, and I like that we have a couple of butterflies. These flowers to me are just absolutely gorgeous. So we get 2 pages of the florals, and then we get 2 pages with some icons, some more butterflies, some little rain boots. I just love this set. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to dive in with it. Then in the back of the book, she has got functional, and we also have 2 pages of quotes. Let's see what functional we're gonna go with. So we have sort of a bright yellow and orange. I think that pink will be great with it. There may be a pink. I think that's that pink. Yes. So I think that pink and maybe even this orange color. What do we have in the blues? I don't think the blues, but we've got this one watering can. It's not quite the right color. The butterflies match the blue though, so I may use the blue as like an extra if I need it. But I think I'm gonna go with this pink and orange color for my boxes. So let's dive in. Hope everybody's having a great week this week. It is rainy here in the south. We had some tornado warnings last night, so hardly anybody in our area slept last night. It was great. It was great. We have a golden retriever that is the sweetest thing under the sun, but he does not like storms. So he laid in the bed with me and shook all night long. Okay, I last week did my functional first, and I think I'm going to do that again this week, or do a big part of it this week, and then decorate around my functional. So the 10th and 11th, we have field study presentations. I think I'm going to note that with this big, one of these big boxes. I might just pull the boxes out. That was a tiny sheet of paper. On Wednesday and Sunday, I'll be teaching. I'm going to use the blue for that. And then I have my lesson on Sunday. So we'll grab a pink for that. And I may be riding on Saturday. So I think I'm gonna grab another blue for that. So field studies, teach, ride. I'm gonna want a checklist. So I'll do a checklist over here in peach. I feel like I want some pink over here. I don't feel like I want some pink. I need some pink over here. But I don't know. Let me check my monthly real quick and see if I'm forgetting something. So the odds of that are pretty good. Although, this is not a super busy month. I have nothing so far on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's, I don't know if that's a good thing or a scary thing, y'all. Do not know. Let's see, where's my mini? I'll check my mini real quick. And just make sure. No. So we'll pick a box for balance. And I think what I'll do is grab a big pink and bring it in. And then I may bring in a pink checklist. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna mark this page just in case I decide to bring a pink checklist in. Okay, what do we have in? Plus my blooms that we might be able to use. I thought I saw something about showers and flowers. April showers bring me flowers. And we do have the little rain boots, but that's it. It's just one rain boot, so probably not. I feel like these are kind of wildflowery, so I may bring in be a wildflower. A flower blossoms for its own joy. Bless my blooms. I like that. I'm probably going to use that one. Might use freshly picked flowers. Blossom by blossom, spring begins. I might use that. The earth laughs and flowers. Spring flower market open daily. Love is the flower. Got to let grow. The magic in new beginnings is truly the most powerful of them all. Isn't that true? That's one good thing about this world. There's always sure to be more spring. So we've got a lot to choose from here. I'll mark these. I like to flag my sections so I don't have to flip back through them. And I just use these little Post-it note flags to mark my sections. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my field study box, and I think I'm gonna drop it sort of right here because I can take some small florals and put over it. And then I'm gonna put a box in on Saturday for riding. And if we don't ride, I can, you know, write meal plan or order groceries or balance budget or something in there. And then I want to put something right there. I wonder, I think this, can't see what I'm pointing at. I think this little box of flowers might fit in there. Actually, it won't. It's going to be too long. But this might fit nicely. If I can get it out of the book. Oh yeah, that'll come in there great. So I'm going to trim that clear off the bottom. I'm going to drop this in right here. I'm going to kind of keep it lifted up off of this box because I am going to white that box out. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know I don't white the lines out, but I feel like the box is showing through underneath are a whole different story. And this pen whites out so fast. There we go. And then I think I'm going to put a quote right here. So I think a flower blossoms for its own joy. It's going to go in there. Oh, don't stick. Yeah, it's down. It's down. I didn't want it like right beside that, but whatever. And then Sunday I've got my lesson. And I'm teaching. And then I want to take I think this big floral. Yeah, I want this big floral. Let's see if I can get it out without ripping it. And I'm going to put it down here. I think we're going to stay inside the lines today. Okie dokie. And then let's give him some butterflies. Since we got this blue box, I'm going to grab this blue butterfly and let him be coming off. Do we want him flying away from the flowers or toward the flower? I kind of like him right there. Like he just got some nectar and he's heading off. Okay. I think I'll take this cute little bag. And drop it in like right here. Sort of peeking onto the spread. Just like that. Now I'm going to let it go off the edge there, even though I'm staying in the lines here. That also does not bother me. I know it bothers some people. So if you're screaming at me because you hate that, I'm so sorry. It does not bother me. Okay. And we'll cut this little piece. And maybe this little piece lives right here. Okay. A little bit, you probably can't see it. There's a tiny little bit of something. Probably wax paper. That is something that will bother me. You may have to deal with that off camera though, because I don't know. I'll deal with that off camera. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I got it. I got it. Okay. Teaching Wednesday. I have a random box that I need to add for balance. So I think I'm going to do that down here. But before I do, I really want this bike in here. So I'm going to grab this bike. I think she is gorgeous. De-stick it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I want it like so. Actually, I want it right here. Just right smack in the middle of this half of the page. And then I'm going to put my boxes in. Wonder if we've got a quote that would kind of sit right there. I bet we do. I saw some small ones. Spring is nature's way of saying let's party. Bloom babe. You grow girl. That's pretty fitting. Bloom babe and you grow girl are sort of speaking to me. Spring, spring, spring. I think I'm gonna use Bloom Babe. Since it's a long sticker, I'm gonna cut it apart. And I'm gonna put it right here with the little bike. So I know you've heard it, probably heard it said before, if you watch any number of planners, they'll tell you don't be afraid to cut up your stickers to make them your own. And I preach the same sermon. Cut them up. Make them what you want them. So I think for this side, I'm gonna drop this box in sort of across Tuesday. I could go that way with it. I think I'm gonna drop it in. I don't know that I want this one coming off of it just like this. And I don't know that I want to mirror it either. So I think I'll drop this one in here. Oh, I gotta be careful though, because I'm gonna put a checklist in, and I think I'm gonna put my checklist in there. I think I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna de-stick these a little bit, though, in case I change my mind. So I'm gonna drop this one right here. And instead of bringing this one off of it, I'm gonna bring it right under it. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. I can handle a little crooked. I can't handle that crooked. Sorry, y'all. Let's try that again. Okay. I feel like that's better. All right. And then I think I'm going to put, I need my checklist. Put my checklist in. And I'm gonna do, I am gonna grab that pink checklist and put it here. I like to kind of have a checklist for the beginning of the week and then midweek. Okay, I want, this watering can, and I want some more butterflies, but I think with the bike, I'm not gonna use the watering can. I think I'm gonna put some florals up here and some butterflies. I do think I might put this hat maybe down in this corner. I don't know. So let's find something pretty to put across here. I think I want to do the peach. So I think we will, if I can get it out of the book. I'm not going to cut much off of this. I think maybe like just ever so slightly across this bottom. And then we'll put our little butterflies around it. I love butterflies. I have a friend who cannot stand them. She says they creep her out. But I adore butterflies. I think they are so sweet. So let's have this little pink and yellow one coming in for a landing here. Maybe like so. And then we'll I don't think I need this one. Although I might put him there. I think I'm going to put him there and let him take up that space. And I feel like I need something here. But I don't know what that something would be. I'm going to look and see if I've got a quote that I like. And there's spring is in the air. Let love grow. I'm loving bless my blooms. But I think I'm going to use I think I'm going to use "There are always sure to be more springs" quote. Well, that doesn't really fit, does it? I don't want it right beside that one. So no, you're not going to use that one. How about love is the flower you've got to let grow? Since it's kind of right on top of this. I feel like that's crooked, but I also feel like it's not coming up. I'm going to try, because it is. Nope. It's down. And then maybe a little flower there, since we're talking about letting the flower grow. That is going to annoy the snot out of me. I think I'm just going to grab this little bitty tiny guy. drop him in. Not there. Girls here. Could kind of do a little cluster with I'm gonna do this purple one. And I'm gonna kind of put it here, I think, to sort of separate these two quotes. So it's sort of with this one, but also kind of separates those. I think I'm going to call that a spread. I've got a little bit of room to write on most of my days. I don't do a whole lot on Saturday. I don't do a whole lot on Sunday. And I've got this big box, so I think I'm good. So let's put it back on the discs and stand up and take a look at it. I like it. I think I'm really going to enjoy planning in this spread this week. So thank you so much for hanging out with me while I put this spread together. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe got some inspiration. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed and you want to see when I put out new content, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. And I hope everybody has a wonderful week, a wonderful rest of your day. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.